All right, guys. A warning before this video starts and all that stuff. So I just got done playing some EA SHL online, and you guys already know my feelings about that game mode and online play and everything like that. I just want to let you guys know if I start ranting about anything about EA SHL, just let you guys know it's my opinion about it and all that stuff. I just want to give you guys a warning before the video actually starts. So if you guys don't want to hear, if I do rant, I don't know if I'm going to. I'm kind of heated up right now, just because of the game we just played, and fortunately we actually did win that game. We actually did come back and actually win, so it was actually a pretty good game. But during it, I really wanted. I got to the point. You get to the point with any video game, that is like you really want to win. You actually get to that point where you want to throw your controller through the wall. Do you ever get to that point? I get to that point quite a lot when I was playing Halo 3 back in the day, but this game has really brought it back for some reason. I don't know why, but it has really brought it back. Anyways, hopefully you guys will enjoy this episode of NHL Be a Pro. We didn't record one yesterday, or I didn't upload one yesterday, so today is the day that I'm uploading NHL Be a Pro. Also, I put a poll out, or I put a thing out on my community tab asking you guys for some feedback on upload times, and you guys seem not to mind the actual 8 o'clock upload that I do. So this will be episode 42 of NHL Be a Pro. Today we're not going to talk about maple syrup or anything like that. We're going to play against the Philadelphia Flyers. Let's see how we actually do. Let's see if we can actually get a goal or two. Maybe you can get an assist. And yeah, so hopefully we can actually do that. I'll see you guys when we get started and we actually get on the ice. All right, guys, we're going to get started here in... we're actually playing at home, which is awesome. Playing against Mike Smith. Mike Smith is in net for the Philadelphia Flyers. Yeah, so like I said, I just got done playing some EASHL against this club, which was just really grinding my gears when it came down to like everything, because I'm going to talk about it a little bit. I'm not going to talk about it in the entire video. I actually might talk about it in the entire video, but I give you guys a warning in the beginning, so if you guys don't want to hear this, you guys can click off the video, and I completely understand. But it's just the amount of cheese that happens. I want to say a different word, but I can't say it because I don't swear in my videos. But you guys can kind of say what I mean with the colossal amount of cheese that this game produces with online play. It's absolutely ridiculous. And just the we had this one game. We had this one game where we faced the exact same team back to back. So like the first game we went to second overtime. And then the second game we won in like 20, or we won with like 7.2 seconds left in the third. So we lost in overtime, but we won the next game against them. But in the first game and also in the second game, like their poke checks were absolutely perfect. But if we would have poke checked them, and this happened, if we would have poke checked them, it would have been a tripping call, and it would have been a penalty shot for them because we play 3-on-3. We don't play 6-on-6. So we play 3-on-3. So if you trip a person, it's a penalty shot for them. And for them, they kept on poking us perfectly. They went through our legs, like from behind us, and like usually that's a tripping call for us. That's 100% a tripping call for us. But for them, oops, sorry, my microphone slipped. That was weird. But yeah, so my microphone slipped off like the little mount here. I tightened it back up. But yeah, so like the little poke checks that we do, it would count as a triple call. It was absolutely ridiculous. I'm actually going to turn up my microphone so I can actually hear myself a little bit better. Yeah, so like the perfect amount, like the perfect poke check for us would have been a tripping call for us, and they poke checked perfectly from behind us, in front of us, beside us, and there was no tripping call. The only time we got a penalty shot for tripping was when the guy laid on the ice and I skated over him. We were trying to do that just famous one-timer goal from one side to the other. Everyone does it in EASHL. Pretty much almost 98% of the goals are scored like that. So, but yeah, so that's the only penalty shot we actually got the entire game. And I scored on it, which is good. But like just those little things, like if we do the perfect poke check, we get a penalty for it. If they do it, they could do it 1,000 times. Like the guy was literally doing like this to me the entire time, just tapping his poke check button rapidly all the time, and there was no tripping. He didn't trip me at all. But if we would have done it, it would have been a penalty. I don't know if you guys have experienced this in EASHL. If you guys did, let me know in the comments below, because I know there's more people that had this problem with online and EASHL and not making it 100% fair between the two teams, and it's getting kind of ridiculous, and it's going to get to the point where I'm not going to play this game anymore. It's literally going to get to the point where I'm not going to play this game anymore online. I'm only going to play this game for be a pro. Like, I'm just going to quit playing online. I'm not going to play online anymore with this game. I'm not going to do any online features with this game. It's really gotten to that point. It's almost got to that point. But I know when I do upload some EASHL videos, you guys really enjoy them. And all that stuff, so I'm probably going to continue that, even though I don't want to do it. I think it's just the last couple of nights that we've been playing this, especially in the playoffs. It's kind of unfair in the playoffs, in my opinion. This year, I think last year's playoffs were a lot better, where everyone had a chance to actually win a cup and actually win something. And this year, you have to at least be in the top 30, I believe, to the top 10. To the top 20 to even actually win something. And like I said in my other EASHL video that I did yesterday, I mentioned this. Like it's almost impossible for a normal team that doesn't play this game for 6 hours straight or all day long or anything like that. There's no way. The only teams that are actually going to win something is the teams that are going to actually play this game for 13 hours to 14 hours a day. It's absolutely ridiculous. And this is kind of feeding off into my other video, a little bit of rage. But I really want to get this off my chest, and I really want to get this out and see if more people were having these problems with online. And like, I know online's fun for some people and all that stuff, and online's fun for me when the game doesn't throw any cheese at us. When the game doesn't throw any cheese at us, we're actually having fun. Like, it's actually even. We go back and forth with goals and everything like that. Like, the second game that we played with that team tonight, we only played 2 games. So we've only played that one team twice. So the second game, it was just back and forth goals. It was back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That's fine. That's a good game. We're having, even though that some of the cheese happened, like some of the perfect poke checks and all that stuff happened in that game too, and like we couldn't hit them, we couldn't get the puck off of them. No matter what we did, we couldn't get the puck off of them. And anyways, the goals went back and forth, and we had a lot of fun. And we won the second game. We came back with, I think it was like 2.7 seconds left or 7.7. I didn't even look at the time, but it was under 10 seconds. It was under 10 seconds, and we actually got a goal. And we tied it up first with like a minute left or like 40 seconds left. And then we got that goal under 10 seconds left. And then, obviously, you're going to hold the puck for the rest of like the 6 seconds or 3 seconds so they don't get a goal. And you win the game. Everyone does that. So we won that game, which is awesome, which calmed my rage down a little bit about this game. But just like the stuff online and I don't know what it is, but it's just some points this game really ticks me off and makes me want to throw my controller through the wall. It really, like, I don't want to do it because obviously this is the new controller for the Series X and Series S. and I don't want to use my Elite controller with um with hockey. Obviously, I want to keep it for like first person shooters like Call of Duty or Halo or anything like that. I mostly use it for first person shooters. I don't use it for this because you have to hold up on the stick so much, and you have to click down on the stick so much to skate and move fast and stuff. It just wears out the controller a lot quicker. So I rather spend $60 or $70 on a new controller, like just a standard controller, than $300 on an Elite controller. So, but anyways, we're gonna jump into the second period. I'm gonna take a little breather. I'm gonna watch a YouTube video. I'm gonna take a little breather, and then we'll be right back. All right, guys, I am back after an 8-minute cooldown, almost a 10-minute cooldown. Watching or listening to some music, just cooling down, relaxing, and looking on Twitter and everything. And I was looking on Twitter, and you know what's trending? Well, one of the sections that's trending. Gretzky's rookie card could be the first in hockey to break $1 million milestone. So if you got a Wayne Gretzky rookie card, mint condition, 1979 OP We Cheer Gretzky rookie card, if you have one of those, you're gonna be able to make some bank on those. Like you're able to make some bank on that. So if you do have one in mint condition somewhere or somehow you got one in mint condition, save it. Save it, because it could be worth over $1 million in the next couple of years. If it's going to be worth $1 million probably in the next couple of months or even next year, just imagine it in 2 years. It's going to be worth a lot. So if you do got one, some magically you do have one. I don't know how you would have one, but hold on to it, because it's going to be worth over $1 million. And other news, I'm just looking on Twitter to see what I'm actually want. I want to get off the subject of talking about online and stuff and how frustrated I'm over that. In other news, and yeah, Floyd Mayweather announces he will fight Logan Paul in February. Yeah. He's gonna fight Floyd Mayweather. Oh, that's hilarious. Now, Floyd Mayweather hasn't fought since 2017 against Conor McGregor. So I don't know how he's doing physically wise, like, or like, is he ready to actually fight? It's in February, so he has about about 3 months to train. He's probably already been training. So Mayweather made an announcement on Saturday confirming the exhibition match would take place on February 20th, 2021. Mayweather's last official fight was against Conor McGregor in 2017, which he won in a TKO, improving his undefeated record to 50-0. Paul's record is 0-1, losing his only fight to the British YouTuber KSI in 2019. So that's going to be either they're just doing it for the money, which 100% they are. He's just doing it for the money. That's all these YouTubers do now with the boxing and stuff. They just do it for the money. Like they're getting some bank off of these fights. And he already lost a fight against KSI. And KSI cannot really box. They're not really using the full weight or like the full boxing glove weight. They're using little bit like a little bit lighter boxing gloves. They're not using the official, they're not using the actual weight of the gloves, which is I don't know why they don't do it, but they don't do it. But it's not the full weight of the gloves. I forget what the actual weight of the gloves should be. I want to say 20 ounces. I could be wrong on that. You guys can check for me. I'm not 100% sure on that. But it could be that weight, or it could be a little bit heavier. I don't know. But all I know is, like, if this is an actual fight and they're actually really fighting and they're not doing it for the money and they're just kind of going to play it off as like a fun boxing match just to get money. If it's not going to be a real boxing, like if it's going to be a real boxing match with actual boxing gloves and the weight and everything like that, it Floyd Mayweather is gonna wipe the floor with this kid. Like I know Logan Paul looks big, looks strong, but Floyd Mayweather is small and quick, and usually that works over power, because if a person he's using all of his energy to throw punches, to throw the maximum punches, and trying to get those jabs and trying to get those uppercuts in and trying to get those points. Floyd Mayweather can just dodge them all and get more points, and all that stuff. So like he can just move around Logan Paul perfectly. Like he can just weave around him. You guys can see with Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor is huge at punching. That's all he does is punching. And he lost. He lost against Floyd Mayweather. Obviously, a lot of people think he should have won. Obviously, because if he actually landed a punch on Floyd Mayweather would be knocked out. Especially with Conor McGregor's punch. With his one hand. Like, it's absolutely insane. He dominated the UFC with it. And if he actually hit him in that fight with that hand perfect, he would have been knocked out. But Floyd Mayweather knows how to box. He's gone 50-0. Like he hasn't lost a boxing match. So if I said, if this is actually real and not like the last boxing match with Mike Tyson and all those stuff, and that was just for money. That was just for money, and they're going to do it again because it gets them a lot of money, gets their name in the news, and everything like that. So it gives them, I don't know, but yeah. So I don't know if this is actually gonna be a real fight or not. Like I just don't know. Like it could be just one of those fights where they just earn money. They're just making money off of it. Like kind of like the Conor McGregor fight. The Conor McGregor boxing match was kind of just for the money, because the amount of money that like even Conor McGregor, if he lost, he still got a lot of money from that fight, and so did Mayweather. Mayweather got a lot of money from that fight. So when it comes down to it, these guys are just fighting for money. Like they're not fighting because they hate each other or anything like that. They're fighting because it's a lot of money into this. There's a lot of money into boxing. There's a lot of money into fighting. So obviously they're just doing it for the money. That's my opinion. Hopefully it's real. Hopefully they're actually gonna fight and everything like that. Hopefully they actually do that. Yeah, we just have to wait and see. We have to wait and see in the boxing match. So, anyways, we're gonna jump into the third and final period. I'm actually gonna read Mayweather's tweet from November 19th, which was quite a while ago. So he says, these YouTube girls better find some Barbie dolls to play with, because I'm not one of the kids games. 3 years ago, a fighter from the UFC said my name, and I had to put a muzzle on that. I can't say the word. Logan Paul can get the same treatment before I go conquer Japan again. So basically, he's calling out Logan Paul. So I think he's the one who started it. But Logan Paul might have started it. But anyways, hopefully this is actually real. Hopefully this is actually going to be a real fight. It's not going to be one of the things where they're just doing it for the money. Obviously, at the end of the day, they're doing it for the money. But hopefully it's real. But yeah, so anyways, there's nothing else really to actually talk about, except for some reason, well, they scored. Here's what critics say about Wonder Woman's 1984. A number of film critics have been given early access to the Wonder Woman 1984, and they are sounded off on the DC sequel. This film is going to be stuffed with heart, hope, love, and action according to Fandango's Eric Davis, it says that one more person said, I can't really say that word, of vintage superhero films. So I like the first Wonder Woman movie, but it was a classic like superhero start off movie where they go through the origins and all that stuff in the beginning. It's kind of like everyone else does with hero like these type of films. But lately, like especially with Batman versus Superman, DC hasn't been making that good of films lately. Like, before, like they started making good films when they released like Aquaman, and that's when they started making good films. And they released like Wonder Woman, the first one, which was a really good film. Like they started turning around their films because, as you guys know, as DC films, they're not the greatest. They're not the greatest. When people actually look at them and actually watch them, they're not the greatest. Like Batman versus Superman was a bad movie. It was a bad movie. But like Aquaman was really good. Hoping they make a second one, which they're probably going to. Wonder Woman, the first one, was really good. And this looks like this one, the 1984 one, Wonder Woman 1984, is actually going to be pretty good itself too. I kind of wish I can see it right now. I wish I could be one of those film critics and actually see it. Yeah, I'm not going to filming. I'm not going to review films. I'm not going into that business. That business is freaking cutthroat. You come down to it, like it's just either you're gonna write a really good review or you're gonna write a really bad review, and people are gonna hate it, or people are gonna love your review and people are gonna hate the review that was probably one of your greatest reviews to a movie ever. So it's actually kind of like YouTube. It's actually kind of like making a YouTube video. Either people are gonna love it or people are gonna hate it, and the people that love it, like people that are fans of you, are gonna love your content no matter what you do. Or you're going to get those people that just hate your content because they just hate you. It's just the way it goes. But yeah, so it's almost like YouTube. It's almost like YouTube. But yeah. But anyways, hopefully we can actually get a goal here. We're actually tied. I didn't believe we're actually tied. Yeah, we came back a little bit there. Oh, nice little pass off the boards. There we go. Oh, I don't want to get to that guy. I wanted to get the guy that was pushing the front of the net. Come on, how did I not get that puck? Like, I poke checked it right out and I didn't get the puck. There we go. Oh, I'll pass it up to that guy. Nice little pass. We're going back on the bench. We're going back to the bench. So, that's one movie I cannot wait to see. There's obviously a couple movies that I really wanted to see this year, but unfortunately, due to COVID-19, a lot of movies got delayed until 2022, 2021. Like the new Avengers movie, a lot of new Marvel movies that I really wanted to see. I'm a huge Marvel fan. I prefer Marvel over DC, but there's some DC films that I do like. Like I said, there were Wonder Woman and Aquaman and all that stuff. And the old Batman films were good. I never really watched Superman. That wasn't really type of my superhero. Like when I was growing up, I didn't really like Superman. I kind of like Marvel straight from the beginning. I like Spider-Man and all that stuff. So I didn't really like DC in the beginning. I didn't really grow up like liking DC. I grew up liking Marvel, and I always liked Marvel movies, and I still like Marvel movies to this day. They're absolutely massive, and they make a crap ton of money. Like, they make a crap ton of money, but the amount of production and the CG they put in, like, all this stuff they actually put into the Marvel movies, it's absolutely amazing. Like, it's absolutely amazing. But it looks like we're going to overtime. Yeah, it looks like we're going to overtime. So, as you guys know, or if you guys are new here, with the overtime periods, I do not cut out anything. I do not jump cut or anything like that. Pretty much almost all my NHL videos have been one takes, unless obviously like I did in the first period, I took a break just to calm down a little bit. But yeah, so With overtime, I don't cut anything out. Even when I'm on the bench, I do accidentally press the skip button once in a while, but I do accidentally just press it by accident. But if we're in the playoffs or anything like that, when it comes down to overtime in the playoffs, I treat it as like any other period. I do cut it out and all that stuff if we do have multiple shifts and stuff. So I do cut that stuff out when it comes down to it. Oh, there we go. Nice little pass across, but it's deep. The players got right back, right back of the ice. Sorry, guys. I'm trying. I'm burping, but I'm not trying to put it in the microphone. So rude for me to record and burp at the same time, huh? But this is all live. This is all live commentary. It's not pre-recorded. It's all live, so I try not to cut out too much stuff. I like to do one takes, and there we go. Game over. There she blows. There she blows. But anyways, yep, that is the end. Unfortunately, we lost. Once again, we lost. We've been. Let me tell you guys a secret. We've been losing. We've been losing quite a lot. We've been losing quite a lot lately, and it's not going good. It's not going good. We might get kicked off the line. It's really going to get to that point where the coach says, "Get off the team." I had to move my microphone there because I yelled a little bit. I didn't want you guys to hear the full volume of that. But, yeah, anyways, it's really going to get to the point. We're losing a lot of games. We haven't been winning a lot of games. We used to win a lot of games back to back, but we have been winning lately, which sucks. Yeah, which really sucks. Our performance has gone down a lot. We need to step up performance somehow. I don't know how we're going to do it, but we have to do it. We played 35 games. We got 32 goals. We got 10 assists. We got 42 points. We're doing really good in that area, but we're not doing good enough to actually win a game. If we actually look at the stats central, we go into player stats, and then we go to the entire NHL. If we go up, it's a lot quicker. Yep, there we go. The entire league, we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're 5th in the league with points. Tarasenko is catching up to us. We definitely need to get more assists to even it out, but a point's a point. So our plus minus is not good. Penalty minutes, not good. We need to work on the next season. Shots, we've been taking a lot more shots than anybody else in the NHL, but our shooting percentage is the lowest. Okay. Game-winning goals, we got 6. Wow, okay. Power play goals, we got 6. Power play points, we got 8. We got no shorthanded goals and no shorthanded points. Our time on the ice per game is 17 minutes and 47 seconds. Minutes. There we go. Face-off wins, we got 0, obviously, because I haven't been taking any freaking face-offs, even though I selected center. Giveaways. Oh, we need to work on those. Boys. Takeaways. We're doing pretty good on takeaways. Fights. We got 6 fights. We definitely need not to get. We definitely need to not to get a fight anymore. Or next season, we need to work on our penalty minutes. Our penalty minutes will go down if we stop fighting. That's just it. It'll go down if we stop fighting. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys smash the like button. Make sure you guys subscribe if you guys haven't already. If you guys want to become a member of this channel and help support the channel a little bit more, there'll be a thing right beside the subscribe button. It says join. You guys can read all the perks there. If you guys want to join, you guys can. It helps the channel out a lot. Even though I always try to make it the lowest price as possible. YouTube only lets me set it to 99 cents, and YouTube takes a percentage of that. So at the end of the day, I'm only getting 70 cents or 60 cents from each membership. So if you want to support the channel a little bit more and get some perks along with it, like with special emotes for the for the comments in this video or in the next video or any other video, and special emotes when it comes down to when I do live streams, yeah, there'll be a join button right beside the subscribe button, so you guys can click them both. And make sure you guys hit that bell icon. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, links will be in the description. All that stuff is in the description too, if you guys actually want to check it out. Even the playlist link to this lovely series that I've been doing since NHL 21 has come out. So if you want to watch episode 1 to episode 41, you guys can do that. There'll be a link in the description. But anyways, my name is Prez. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.
Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up.